Gideon. Oh, thank you. I should have pushed that button. Sorry about that. Thank you. My name is Gideon, and I am the Director of Outreach and Recruitment for the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Business Program. I want to talk about my program and what it means to the business community. The Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Business Program is not just a business education program. It is a business growth education program. It is an entrepreneurial education program with a curriculum designed by Babson College and facilitated and administered by our very gifted and talented business advisors. We will take your business, which your business is the curriculum. Your business is what we are going to learn how you'll learn to grow and develop your business and to change the dynamic that entrepreneurs find themselves in, that they work in their business as opposed to on their business. And with this program, you're going to get a practical business education. You'll take advantage of peer-based learning. You're going to learn off of your fellow scholars in our program. And with this program, you'll learn how to have increased access to potential capital. You will have access to faculty experts that are giants in their fields. At the end of this program, when you get through the program, you will have a 5-year growth program tailored to your business. And at the end of the program, when you finish it, you have an opportunity to be part of the National Alumni Program. That's over 12,000 people strong. The programs all across the country. There's 19 sites. Obviously, we're here in Philadelphia. 12,000 strong graduates in the whole country that's growing every day, and over 700 right now in the Delaware Valley. We talked about this briefly, the program overview, that this is practical business entrepreneurial growth education. It's 100 class hours of information that could be applied directly to your business immediately and how to grow your business. It will give you education and knowledge about, how to make your business more sustainable, how to apply business growth models to make your business grow. You'll have the opportunity to get access to increased to capital through local CDFIs, just like the PIDC, which we're very happy to have host us today. And you'll get business support services from, technical experts with connections with local law firms, development organizations, and the people of Goldman Sachs. Our participants, it's a very diverse and dynamic population. Almost 50% our businesses are owned by women. The age of the entrepreneurs age from 22 to 84 years of age. And the impact is profound. 66% of all the businesses that go through the program increase their revenue within the first 6 months. Almost 50% create brand new jobs. And even though the program is very challenging, I have to tell you, it's a very challenging program. But 97% of the people who get accepted into the program will graduate from the program. So that means you can graduate from this program. Our criteria to get into the program, pay attention to this. You have to be the owner of the co-owner of your business. You have to have been in business for at least 2 years, have a minimum annual revenue of $75,000 or more. Most of our businesses hover between 800,000 to 1.2 million. Some go over, some go below that, but any business that's over 75,000 will actually benefit from this program. We would welcome your participation in the program. You have to have at least 2 employees. As a business owner, you count as 1 employee. And if you've got 2 part-time people or 4 temporary people that are working or contracted employees, they count as 1 employee each as well. And you have to have the want and desire to grow and create jobs. So if you have these requirements, you meet these criteria, you'll do very well in my program, our program. Now, what does the application ask for when you apply? Some of you have already done this, but I would direct you to go to www.10ksbapply.com. I'll put that in the chat in just a second. We're going to need information about your business. We need to know more about your background and what your motivation and vision for your business is. We expect you to acknowledge what the expectations of the programs are and supporting materials and financial documents that we need that you'll have to provide to be able to get into the program. It's a journey. It's a 14-week journey where you climb the curriculum ladder. There are 10 modules to the program, starting from an orientation all the way through to money and metrics, learning how to do your financials, the sales and marketing module as well, operations and processes. You are the lender, where you learn how to make your business more attractive for financial support. And you learn how to negotiate, human resource management. When you get through the program, you will have a 5-year business growth plan that you could use immediately to help grow and develop your business. This 5-year plan can be taken to a local CDFI to get financial support, or a local lending institution. And what to expect in regards to your program takeaways: you improve your presentation skills, you have a better understanding of cash flow, you have the ability to attract top talent, you identify new business opportunities, you do better at negotiating, you can maximize your marketing strategy. All these takeaways will lead to a comprehensive growth plan. And the network of support you will generate from that as well when you go through the program. As you're going through the program, you have one-on-one business advising. You'll have access to subject matter experts. The peer learning is very critical when you bounce ideas off each other. And also at the end of the program, when you have your 5-year plan, you'll have the potential to get expanded capitalization for your business. We're very proud to work with the Philadelphia Industrial Development Corporation. Again, we're very thankful for hosting us, to be able to use for your business to grow your business. Now, our commitment to you is that if you get into the program, it's for free. It doesn't cost you anything. It's a scholarship. You get the practical curriculum to drive your growth. It's a convenient class schedule. Those skills, as I said before, can be applied immediately. You have access to the local and national alumni network that is, a very important amenity with the program. And again, opportunity to access capital. What we need from you is you have to attend all the learning sessions, take part of our out-of-class activities. You have to demonstrate a continuous commitment to revenue growth and job creation. You have to create that 5-year plan. And then at the completion of the program, we have to have you participate in our statistical analysis called M&E, where you report back to us how you're doing in your business the next 30 months. Again, with the program, when you go through the alumni element of the program, is very beneficial to your business. Once you get through the program, 86% of your fellow alumni do business with you. That is a very, very critical element to success of how our businesses are doing, is to be able to take advantage of the local alumni participation to be able to help you grow and develop your business. And we got some success stories too. We have people here, local Philadelphians here, Lisa, Erin, Mark. They have gone through the program and they're doing very well. Erin's got increased revenue by 900%. Mark has increased it by almost 300%. And there's national success stories too, that people have done very well for the program. And I believe that you could do it as well too. If you want to apply, if you haven't already, this is what you have to do. I'll put this in the chat in just a second, but go to 10ksbapply.com. We are currently recruiting for our cohort in the fall. The application deadline is May 24th. That's creeping up quicker than you think. Classes begin on the 12th of September and go through till December the 16th. Now, I'm done with this little presentation here, and I'm here to answer any questions you might have, because I know you might have a few of them. So you can unmute yourselves, please, and we can have a discussion about the program. No questions? I'm going to start picking people in about 5 seconds.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Jen.
What does the weekly curriculum or like meetup times look like? Because I know it's varied a little bit.
Good question. The in-class time is 1 day a week. Now, we are currently using a virtual model where we do this via Zoom, where we have a few hours on Friday and a few hours on Monday, plus whatever faculty time. We are assuming that all classes in the future will be in person, unless there's another Greek alphabet variant out there that hasn't come down the pike just yet. But as of right now, we're going to be in person in the fall, and those classes will be held on a Friday, and it's an all-day class. It's from like 8 in the morning till about 5, a little bit after 5 in the afternoon. We give you breakfast and lunch, by the way, so you can concentrate on learning and not worrying about eating. And outside of that, there will be faculty time. There'll be time that you'll be working virtually with your growth groups. There'll be some time where you will have one-on-one with your business advisors. Again, it's 100 hours. And I know this is an overused trope. The more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. You take advantage of the quality faculty time. You take advantage of it, which is why we required having 2 people in a business, because while somebody is learning and is in the curriculum as part of the cohort, the other employee has the capacity to, mind the store while you're out and about. Now, Jen, I don't know, unless you have somebody else doing the yoga instruction with you, because you might have to, you have that person be able to take care of that for you. If you have 2 or more employees, it would make it beneficial. But it's an all day on a Friday. It's in the summertime, it's all day on Thursday. But on a Friday, coming up in September, it'll be all day on a Friday.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
One more question. So sorry,
Sure.
Is that summer one already like underway?
Oh, it's all booked up. Yeah, that one we're in the process of making final decisions on that right now. That's all booked up, but we can, we could start recruiting for the fall. We could even start putting in the pipeline for, the spring, if you wanted to do that. Actually, I would suggest you apply and put your information in 10KSB apply, so we have that information ready to go and we can stay in communication with you. So when it comes up to a time that it's beneficial to you, we could be able to get you through and establish you in the pipeline to be a potential scholar for the program.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now I'm seeing some people got some chat questions here. Oh, no, I thought that was, all right, who else? What other questions we have?
I have a question. Hello.
Hi, who's this? Hi.
Hi, my name is Teresa.
Hi, Teresa.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Thank you for the information session. So I have a question about ownership. You mentioned that the program itself, you have to be the business owner. So what if you're not officially the business owner? So my husband owns this retail store. I'm at the store now, as you can see. So, but he's not here. But I'm the brains behind the whole operation. So how would that work?
Of course. Do you have a partial ownership of the store?
Not legally.
Okay. You have to be the owner of the business.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, or at least have a percentage of the business.
Okay.
And now if you were to have, a fraction percentage of the business, we would need something from the owner called a letter of support, which would say that the owner would then is saying, I want this person representing my business to represent me with the program. But we do want to have the owner or the co-owner own the business. So I know you're the brains, but if you and your husband can get together and have an article of incorporation where it allows you to have a percentage of that business legally, I could welcome you into the program. You would be a potential scholar for the program.
All right, great. Thank
You're welcome. I have a hand up here. Lois Arnold? Can you unmute yourself?
Oh, good afternoon. Sorry about that.
It's cool.
So my question is a double question. So I actually did Power Up your business in 2019.
Excellent.
At that time, Goldman Sachs, you had to make over $100,000 to be a part of that program. So is this the same program that you have to have at least $100,000 in income and above to be a part of this program? And if you did the Power Up, could you do this for the next season?
Good question. Good question. The revenue number for you to be part of our program is $75,000 or more to get into the program. It was actually originally well over that, but we lowered that because of the businesses that were suffering because of the COVID. That revenue numbers did go down. So it's at $75,000 at this particular point. So if you make over $75,000, a year right now, have 2 or more employees and been in business for 2 or more years, you technically could qualify for the program. Now, you going through Power Up lends itself to you migrating into our program after you finish Power Up. I think that'd be a natural progression for you. So, yeah, if I think that would make you'd have to even though you applied for and went through Power Up, you have to apply to my program, which is I can actually put it in the chat right now while I'm talking to you, and that would be 10ksbapply.com. I'm gonna put this in here right now, and get on the computer and fill it out right away so we can get you in there and start talking to you about that. And yeah, here we go. I'm gonna put that in there right there. Yeah, absolutely. You want to be able to do that. But I think if you went through Power Up, this is a great progression for you. And you could be able to, take advantage of our program as well.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
My pleasure. Any other questions?
Hi.
Noel. Hi.
Hi. I actually spoke to you on the phone. I did apply. When will you make decisions for September? Okay, good question. We're gonna have to, our deadline to apply is May 24th. I'm doing it in my head. Yeah, we're gonna be probably making decisions for September, probably in August. But you definitely, if you want to be in consideration for that part of the apply right now. Apply right now, because it is a hard out on the 24th. We sometimes extend it, but if we have enough applicants, we're not going to be able to do that. But you definitely want to put in the application, which you did. That's good. That's good. And once you and then we can start reaching out to you. When did you put in your application? When it got I don't remember when you first announced it. So it was like applications go out. So I applied. I set it on my phone and I applied. And you called me back and you asked a question, and then so I'm just waiting to hear more.
Well, you're going to hear more. You're going to hear more. We're going to definitely have to go through all these all the people that are applying right now, and then we're going to be able to set you up for being able to go on to part 2, and then hopefully get interviewed and get you into the program.
I have another question.
I have a couple of hands up over here. Oh no, Jen, I'm sorry. I'll be right there.
Yeah, keep going.
Alicia, I can't make out your name. It's my screen's not working over here.
Hey, it's Elisa.
Elisa, there you go. I know you. I talked to you on the phone.
Yeah, how's it going, Gideon? Thanks for
it's going all right.
for this great presentation. Hey, I have a quick question about timing. We're not quite there with that 75,000. We're pretty small, but I'm curious if this is something that you guys have going like every year and are putting this out like year after year, these applications?
3 times a year. Absolutely. We do 3 cohorts a year. We have our summer cohort. It's about to start in a couple of weeks. That starts in May, next month. We have one in the fall, which starts in September. And then we have one this spring. Well, it's really kind of wintry. Starts in January. So we do it 3 times a year. So if you're not quite there with the revenue numbers, now you have, other opportunities throughout the fiscal year to be able to get into the program. So you and I will stay in touch.
Okay,
And
great.
when you
thanks.
cross that
Thanks so much.
threshold, we can be able to, get you to a point where you can be able to,
Great.
be able
Thank
to apply.
thank you.
Sue, you got a question?
Hi, yes, thanks, Gideon. This is great information again. I had learned about the program quite a few years ago through a small local women business owner networking group where I live, and a couple of gals have gone through it and told me it was fantastic. I applied in December 2019.
Oh,
And then, of course, and I was accepted, but of course, COVID hit and y'all went to virtual. And I had a long conversation. Forgive me, the woman's name has just left my mind, but I had a long conversation with her, and I chose to skip that cohort, just because I know me and I like to be in person and kind of hands-on. So, and I didn't want to hold the spot up for someone else who would want it. As far as my application, I'll assume I got to reapply everything all over again, updated financials, which is fine. That's fine. So you're looking at the fall one. And if I look at my calendar, and because I know it's important that we attend every single session, if it just doesn't work with maybe some things that I've already have planned for the rest of the year, can I then choose to try the spring cohort, which starts in January? Okay.
good question. Good question. I would suggest that you do apply for this upcoming cohort in the fall.
Okay.
And because you've already applied and you already accepted, it's looking pretty good that you're going to still maintain that level of excellence and your business is still doing well. And I think you'll be in a good place to apply again. And I'll help you with that. Also, I got your contact information over here. I'll send you schedules for the fall cohort,
Great.
so you know exactly what the requirements would be for your time on campus, on site. Now, if you apply for the fall cohort and you get accepted, you have the option to defer.
Okay.
So we say,
and that's what we did. That's what I did last, or
what's up.
2 years ago now. Now, in addition to that, life has changed over the last 2 years, and I may move out of the Philadelphia area. Can I transfer my application to a local area that also has 10,000 small business cohorts?
That's a good question. If you apply to my program here and it gets accepted to this program, it's got to be this program.
Okay.
But it's when we'll stay in communication depending upon. I've had a business that was in Philadelphia, went through, completed it, and then moved down south, for whatever, business reasons they thought.
Right. And that's what I'm thinking. My move won't happen at least for a year. So at least I can complete the cohort if the move happens. So again, just life has taken a little roller coaster change and not sure where it's going, but
absolutely. No,
I love
understand
everything about this program and everything that I have heard from past people. And
so tell me about the 2 people that were in the program.
Brandy, oh gosh, she's a chiropractor. Brandy, I
didn't mean to put you on the spot, Sue.
That's
I'm sorry
okay.
about that.
I draw a blank on names.
No, you're fine. You're fine. And that will be a referral for you.
There were 2 gals, and I know when I had talked to the gal within 10,000 small businesses over at Philadelphia Community College, she knew exactly who they were, and they excelled, and I follow them, and their businesses have excelled. So it's amazing. Just the connections that the one gal who I talk to more often said that she made to help her, the peers, the whole peer group, it's just, and that's why I chose not to do the virtual, because I wanted that hands-on. And in fact, she actually said, because her and I are like, she's like, you're like me, you need hands-on. She's like, don't do it, defer. And then of course, another variant came in, like you said, another variant came in, blah, blah, blah. So we'll see what happens.
2 years is a lifetime ago. So absolutely. I completely understand that. We're going to stay in touch. You and I will work together.
Thank you,
it's my pleasure. Now I got Sarah, then I got Jen, and then I have a question from Miss Kimball. So Sarah, what's your question?
Hi, Gideon. Thank you so much for the presentation. I actually had a question about location of program participation as well. My business is headquartered in Elizabeth, New Jersey. I have clients throughout New York, New Jersey, and Philadelphia, and I have employees
Gotcha.
based in Philly. I'm actually a CCP alum, actually, so I'd prefer to go to the Philadelphia-based location, but
Me too.
would you recommend that I apply to the New York-based program or the Philadelphia-based program?
Well, that's entirely up to you. And when I mean is that if the Philadelphia-based program, you have to be willing to make that commute from Elizabeth to Philadelphia, at least, once a week, stay for the entire day. So if you have the capacity to do that, absolutely. I know there's a wait list in New York. Some people argue, depending on where they are in New York, it's easier to travel down to Philadelphia than it is to go, like, as the crow flies 25 miles to, like, to LaGuardia campus. So yeah, but if you want to, apply to my program, especially if you're alumni at CCP. But that's it. You're going to have to, that could be a tough commute. I don't know if you take a train down, you drive down, but it's 1 day a week. Everything else is done virtually, pretty much. And there's a couple of days, that you might have to come in. I can send schedules to everybody, I'll get all your contact information so you know what you're signing up for. But if you want to do Philly, I'll be glad to have you in Philadelphia.
That's excellent. Thank you. I actually live closer to Philadelphia than my office in Elizabeth.
Well, then I think we just made a decision then.
Yeah. as long as I'm welcome, as long as I'm applying to the correct place. Thanks.
You got it. No, I'm your place. I'm your place. And I'm the only guy named Gideon. I'm easy to track down. So you can be able to find me. No problem at all. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank
Jen, you had a question?
Yeah. When you say growth,
Yes.
can we explore what kind of the various forms of growth, I have a lot of internal growth on my business I want to do, but I also know there's is it just growing your sales, or is it, can you talk about that just a little more?
What you're talking about? Well, the business growth, that is the metrics that you set up in regards to your growth plan. So if you're projecting out with the growth plan, you work hand in hand with your business advisor and with with your business advisor, and you want to hit these benchmarks that I want to increase my sales revenue by 6.5%, compared to my previous year. I also want to hire 4 people to be able to work on this element of operations. I want to be, so that would be the metrics for growth, are the metrics that you establish with your growth plan. Okay. So that high percentage of business growth is based upon people saying yes, which I'm going to tie in a little bit. I have my colleague who's sitting in here. Her name is Miranda. She's responsible for the alumni. She's all of the alumni in the Philadelphia area. And part of where we get that data that you're asking for, or what we're curious about, is that we do something called an M&E. And 6 months after you complete the program, 18 months after you complete the program, and 30 months after you get through the program, we want to find out how well you're doing and see how things are working out for you. So that data there, so I can't just point it out to saying, well, everyone increased revenues. It is each individual sales plan or growth plan has these metrics, and 47% or 67% of those people experienced and hit those benchmarks. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, it does. That's helpful. And I'm sure it's going to look different for every business. So.
Well, it does look different for every business, but I'm going to have Miranda in a little bit talk about that while we have the time to do that. But Jen, when it comes to a referral to the program, I think we know somebody that'll vouch for you in regards to wanting to get into the program. So hopefully you'll consider that. I'd love to have you on board. I'd love to. I have a couple people here who asked the questions. I'm sorry. Has the location in Philadelphia? The location's at Community College at 1700 Spring Garden. We do it so right in the downtown, the heart of Philadelphia. I have Ms. Kimball who asked the question. Her business is located in Delaware County. Absolutely, you can participate. Our reach is about a 2-hour drive catchment all the way out to the Jersey Shore, out to like Harrisburg, Lancaster, basically York, all the way down to southern Delaware. Now, when you start creeping up towards New York, you might fall within the gravity of what they do in New York City site or the LaGuardia site. But I have a lot of people, I have people who have commuted up from Baltimore to take advantage of our program. I have people from the New York area that come all the way down here. So Delaware County, you're well within the catchment for our program. Absolutely. I'm just looking to see any other hands up. Sue, do you have a hand up from a previous question or no? All right, no. All right. How about you, Sarah? Is that a previous hand up from a?
Am I the only Sarah? That's a rare circumstance.
Yeah,
Oh, no, I apologize. I just wasn't good with turning my hand on. So there
I'm gonna ring your doorbell and run now. You made that really urgent. You're fine. You're fine. Any other questions? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have Miranda talk about the alumni program real quick. Okay, so Miranda, unmute yourself and tell these people what they expect when they get through the program, please.
Hi, everyone. Wonderful to see their smiling faces. Good afternoon. My name is Miranda Berger, and I'm the Alumni Manager of the program. And I just want to add a little bit because the program is not only, 13 weeks that you come to the class and you work on your plan, but this is for a longer time because after the program, you have the opportunity to join our awesome alumni program. And what does it mean? What are we offering after those 13 weeks? So monthly Zoom meetings at the moment. So we meet to the internet, how we meet now at the moment. You can meet with alumni from the program. We have 4 in-person meetings a year so that you can meet other business owners. We have clinics, so at least 2 clinics that you come back in the classroom a year. And we have every month a webinar. Everything, that is the awesome part about the alumni program, it is optional. So you don't have to, you pick out whichever you want to, what you want to get out of it. And how many alumni are in the program? We have more than 12,000 business owners who went through the program to the whole United States. And in our region, and our region is Pennsylvania, Delaware, and South Jersey, 721 alumni went to the program and graduated from the program. So it's a very interesting group of business owners that can be your future customer, your peers, or your friends. So if you join the program, you also have the option to join the alumni program. Are there any questions about the alumni program? Thank you.
Thanks, Miranda. Thanks, Miranda. Any other questions? Bernard James, Mr. James, you just showed up. I just saw you there. Do you have any questions about the program?
No, I've been here since the beginning.
Oh, I just saw your face. It just migrated Zoom. I'm sorry, man.
It's all good. I think I'll have to apply for the next round. I have a nonprofit and 2 other businesses as well, but they haven't been able to revenue the 75K yet. So just absorbing the information, taking down notes, and hopefully I can be able to participate in the future.
Absolutely. And Bernard, thank you for that, because here's my point. I'm an old salesperson, and my attitude is this: you're my client, whether we do business or not. So when I put my name out there, my contact information there, hold me to that. So Mr. James, let's talk. Let me know more about you. That's my phone number. That's my email. We'll talk about your nonprofit, what kind of revenue generational opportunities that could potentially be there, or the other businesses that you have. And we could be able to set you up for a future cohort when you hit that $75,000 benchmark. And that goes for everybody here. I am easy to find. I am the only fella named Gideon, probably within a square mile of the community college. Watch me be watch there's another Gideon floating around there. I want to make myself available to you to talk about what we do here and how it can benefit you. And we're taking applications. May 24th is the final day to apply. I'm going to get your contact information. So I want to email every one of you schedules and information about the program so you can make a good decision. But I'm also going to keep I'm going to keep my word to you that if you need to talk about it, you've got my cell phone. It's always on. Reach out to me. Call me anytime. Love to talk to you about the program. I think we do good work here. I think the proof is empirical that we, back in the day, I've said this before, my mama would tell me, you should mind your business. Well, at community college, like Goldman Sachs 10KSB, we mind your business. We want to make sure that you are doing well. We want to see your businesses grow and develop. And I believe we can have a really good track record of success with that. So I'm going to give your lives back to you unless you have some more questions for me. So I'm looking at all you, no other hands up. Has everyone applied yet? Well, please do so. Well, there's another message here. Hold on, let me see. Oh, Sue, thank you. Thank you very much. There you go. So please, I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna reach out to you later on, but if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. We're glad to talk about what we do here and love to see your applications come through 10KSB Apply, okay?
Thanks very much.
Thank
My
you.
pleasure, my
Yeah,
pleasure.
you're fine. Thank you, guys.
All right,
Bye.
stay healthy and safe.
Thank
Take care
you.
now.
You too.
All right. Hey, Brian. You still there, buddy?
Yeah, I can't. Amazing how I couldn't figure out how to unmute. So
It's all right.
good stuff. I knew Nick's wife had a business. I didn't know that she might be interested in applying. So that'll be interesting.
Oh, let me see. Alyssa, you still there? You need to talk? You asked me a question? No. All right. Let's see here. Hold on 1 second here. Okay. Let's see how. Marla, you still there? Yeah, Marla's got a real bad migraine. Normally she would be here helping us out through this. So she just put me in charge of it. So, the wheels didn't come off the wagon.
That's bad. Yeah.
Oh, it's bad. It's bad. I know people that suffered. I knew a boxer I used to box with that had migraines. I'm like, dude, how do you do it? I mean, how do you,
In the past, Gideon, in the past.
Oh, it's boxing. I mean, I'm not talking about any criminal enterprise. I knew. I think Fran took that seriously. Jeez. Feedback, guys. I was rushing. I got to slow it down. And I got to be able to downshift a gear or two, to be honest with you. When I went through it, I go through and I try to get through the presentation so I can get to the Q&A as quickly as possible but maybe I got to slow it down and downshift it a gear or two.
No, I think you did it in a perfect pace.
Really?
Because,
Really?
it is, yeah, because, it's people are also running their business, you don't want to take all their time. And I think you share all the essential information in a short time. I think you take them to it, you know what I mean? And you touch all the essentials, yeah.
Well, I'm glad you said that. I just felt that I was rushing it. I was like, blah, 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 and I got to remember that people are trying to absorb it.
And most of them already know the program or heard about the program. I noticed that as well. So that's also, so I think you could do it, but I think in general, you didn't do it. You didn't rush it, I think, no.
Okay.
Maybe for your feeling.
Okay.
But,
I'm also with when Jen, the yoga instructor or the yoga business owner, her husband went through the program, surprised, she had, certain questions about it. I don't know. I like to think I answered that question correctly in regards to what are the metrics for business growth. I mean, does that make sense what my answer was, Miranda? I mean, or Brian, I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think, yeah.
No, you did a good job with that. It kind of, it depends is really the answer, and when I say that, we have criterion in terms of what is a growth opportunity and does the thing that you're looking at meet these criteria? So it's not a hard and fast, like, I'm going to add 5 people. Well, that could be a part of it, but
Yeah.
It's a combination of a couple of different things, but kind of interestingly, to a large extent, it's kind of what fits you, like what meets your needs tends to be really what a lot of this is about now. So it's interesting. I that's a good group I thought that was a good group of people to be on. And I know DIDC does a really good job of, getting people connected to it. So we like to think that you could hook in, like half of those people at least and have them, kind of, apply. I mean, the apply piece is like, it's kind of easy, let's just put a placeholder out there.
Absolutely. Put your foot in the door.
Yeah.
Put your foot in the door. Look, unless you have an application that is ridiculous. Look, I had one that came in, the person made $300 in the last 2 years. And I'm like, well, I do actually call that person because maybe sometimes what's happened before is that they mistyped it. And it was supposed to be 300,000. Yes.
Yeah, Gideon, sorry to interrupt, but can we meet at my link? Because I'm going to meet some other people. Yeah, yeah.
Please,
I will
Brian,
send you a link. I will send you guys a link, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll see you guys. Take care.
Okay.
Marla, if you're there, thank you so much. You're as cool as a fan, Marla. Get some rest.